You're waiting for me to do the introduction? Okay.
I think it also takes some time until it really starts.
Yeah. So it is Monday again. It's 6:30 EST, and it's time for our live stream. It's going to be moderated, and we're going to be having a discussion along the way as we do each week. If you have any questions and you're live, we could answer those. I'll funnel the
And
questions
you're
to
alive.
you.
If you're alive.
If you're alive. Well,
if you're dead, don't ask any questions. It's not.
it's not the time.
No, maybe later.
Do we have a? We're gonna do the usual. So we're gonna start with the book report
Book report.
or book review rather.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't know if we can call it a review.
it's not really a
just
review, but it's
a book show.
It's like a show
maybe.
and tell.
Yeah.
Each week we do it's either an artist sort of collection, or it's a comic book, or it's a magazine,
Mm-hmm.
and you just show something that you enjoyed and talk
Mhm.
about it a little bit.
Yeah.
And afterwards, you're going to be doing a page or a double page, is it today?
No, today just one.
A
one
page from
I've
Helix
started
Sky,
from
right?
Helix Sky.
Okay. So we'll start with the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do maybe the light here. Yeah. Can you see it?
Yes.
Let's try the other light. Maybe I'm just gonna try to use another light. Maybe it's will be better. Like this?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's better?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the book. I actually bought it just recently on Indigo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you order it or?
No.
Oh, we went there. And you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like the cover.
Yeah. It's a very cyberpunk feel, and the story is cyberpunk themed as well.
I love the colors. They're so good.
But this looks very European.
Yeah, it looks French.
Yeah, it's very French style.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me a little bit of Mézières, the one that did the. I forgot the name, but it's a comic that a very famous comic that was published in Metal Holland.
Oh. What was it about?
Cyberpunk, like futuristic cyberpunk.
The one
they also made a movie out of it, and we saw it a few years ago, but the movie wasn't good.
What was it called?
That's why I can't remember. What?
Something with End, maybe? Ender's Game or something?
No,
that's
not Ender's Game. So this is the writer.
Okay.
Oh no.
No, that's Magnetic Press.
Yeah. So Delcourt.
Yeah.
Delcourt is a French publisher, I think.
Okay.
Magnetic Press is an American publisher that like buys licenses from European artists and publishers.
Mm-hmm.
Story by Corbin Run. I don't know how to say it exactly. And the illustrator is Jeff.
Just one name?
Yeah, I tried to look for Jeff, but I didn't find anything. I only found Jeff with 2 F's, like all the Jeff Smith and Jeff.
But if you write the name of this book,
yeah, I found just a little bit about him. I don't know where he's from or anything.
Yeah.
But the strong thing about this book is the art.
Yeah.
So he's doing most of the heavy lifting in this.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, it opens like very cool.
Yeah. Could you imagine people flying cars?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. They have a hard enough time as it is with 2 dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like
it's a very strong image to open a comic book on. Like you see the entire city and you see the cars.
You get a feel for the technology that's involved in the society.
Yeah, it looks so the Fifth Element was inspired also by this comic that I talked about, the French comic.
Okay.
And this is very Fifth Element. You can see it.
Yeah.
The designs of the cars.
When was this originally?
Everything looks like you see also older looking cars here. Everything looks chaotic and a bit like retro and also retro futuristic.
When was this made?
I think
it says COVID-19, so
yeah, it's maybe a few years ago.
It's relatively new, right?
Yeah, 2023.
Okay.
Maybe it was published in French before that. Also very cool, all the details of the architecture here. And the car is very cool. So these design choices are very interesting here. And also the cartooning of the characters, I really like the style. This looks very European.
Yeah.
You see, it's not made in America.
Yeah, you can tell instantly. Also, I like the fact that you sort of touched upon it before, that they're mixing and matching different sort of time frames and
also
aesthetics.
Fifth Element.
Very Fifth Element. So the maybe her clothing looks like it's from the 50s, but also mashed up with a more modern look.
Yeah, so this character is like old fashioned in the story. So that's the reason she looks a bit like us. Right. And the other characters wear some like different type of clothing. But she's like I don't know. She likes retro stuff. And the retro here is this is great. Man. This is very cool.
Yeah, look at the face.
Like the also Brazil by Terry Gilliam.
Yeah. A little bit.
Brazil is also like retro futuristic.
The colors are great.
I think it's colored digitally. It looks like it's digital, but I'm not sure because it does have some texture on it, but it looks digital. And I'm not sure about the line work.
Yeah.
It might be digital, but it looks a bit loose.
Right.
Which is cool. And yeah, the coloring is great. So the funny thing is, I read the story, and the story it's basically the same as any other cyberpunk story, where the political situation is dystopic. But the only difference here is the government is left-winged, and it's like woke dystopia. But it's the same other than that. So it's fascism, but fascism that comes from the other side. So
right.
But everything else, they don't really like talk about it or anything like that. It's like just what it's something in the background, and in the this is very cool, this image.
Yeah. It's always strange where you have like darker objects more near the horizon. It feels wrong almost. But then there's something about this composition that just makes it work.
I guess it's like
a
it's
cloud.
Not, or maybe it's like in the evening, like in sunset.
Right.
Because you do see that the buildings in the background are very light.
Yeah, there's still
as light as the sky.
Yeah, there's still a very like strong indication of scale. Even though they're not sort of conforming to the usual values per depth.
Yeah. This character is cool. Look at the.
It also reminds me of Enki Bilal a little bit.
Yeah, very French, the style of this like cyberpunk look was developed in Europe,
Yeah.
but it was copied after that
Yeah.
in movies and like Blade Runner or yeah, for Fifth Element, movies like that. This is
Mhm.
more Fifth Element than Blade Runner because it's a bit like it has color and it's not that bleak and dark.
Mhm.
But yeah, I really like the way he draws faces.
Yeah, the faces are.
It's like cartoony,
Yeah,
but
they're
like
riding the line between sort of
realistic
realistic
and
proportions,
cartoony.
but then when they shout and stuff, the mouth becomes much bigger all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. So it has some action in it. So the like the art here is the what I like the most in this.
Yeah.
The coloring here is very cool, like the reds and blues.
Mm-hmm.
I like this pose with the look at the fabric of the jacket here. This is very cool as well.
It's strange that you can't find any information about the illustrator.
No, Magnetic Press had some information,
Yeah.
but not a lot, and they didn't say where he's from.
Was
or
it like his
anything.
name is Jeff and that's it?
Yeah, they didn't write any other name. I think he doesn't want maybe to be like
Yeah.
this is a great page, double page.
Yeah. Wow, so many characters.
Mm-hmm. It actually does look a little, yeah, I think it's watercolor. It looks like watercolor.
I mean,
Maybe
it
it's
could be a
colored.
mixture of both.
I thought it's digital, but it looks here, it looks, I see the watercolor
I would
effect.
say because there's a lot of like really smooth transitions, I would say like some of it is watercolor and some
Oh,
of it is
yeah,
digital.
maybe.
Yeah.
This
Wow.
also looks, maybe markers as well.
Yeah,
Some
it's
markers.
very French to do the mixed media thing, right? That's
Yeah,
also a
no,
very
that's very cool.
like mixing, inks and pastels and watercolors and
Mm-hmm. The thing that looks a bit like American comics here is the panels are very big compared to European comics.
Mhm.
Like in European comics, most of the time the panels are smaller and you have like more panels on each page because they know that the page is bigger than in the American comics.
Right.
But here it's like more similar to the northern
Yeah, it
American
absolutely
style.
looks like the panel sizing and flow is North
Yeah.
American.
Maybe except these, maybe here you can see
No,
like
even
more.
I mean this is very usual for
Yeah.
any type of
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also the shapes of the panels look more American.
yeah.
But the style of the drawing looks very European.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Oh my god, so so much details here.
Yeah.
That must take a lot of time to do the guns here and.
Yeah. Also, did you see here?
Yeah, a lot of details here as well.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So did you finish reading it already?
No,
Okay.
I haven't finished. I'm somewhere in the middle, I think.
Is it a good read so far, or you were saying it's sort of
I like it,
yeah.
but I think I like it more because of the art
Right.
than because of the writing. It's not that it's not good or anything. It's like something. It's the problem is that I like reading and watching and consuming stuff that looks new to me and not like something familiar and like something similar to other stuff that I know already. And this one is like
Story-wise.
like story-wise, it's like any cyberpunk story
Yeah.
that we know already.
Mm-hmm.
And the only difference is the government, which is like a bit different, but it doesn't affect the story at all. So it could be you could change the. I think we talked about it in another stream that I think that a story is strong if you can change like
Elements about it, and it
elements
still goes and
and you
it
can
still
still like
flows.
solve the
Yeah.
and yeah, so here it doesn't really matter, like it doesn't affect the story, so
At all. But you're
Mhm.
saying the story is this like archetypal story that we've seen and heard so many times before, and you would have wanted it to go
Yeah.
in a different direction or be shaped differently.
Yeah, but I do like it. It's nice, and the art is amazing. So, and it's a cool publisher. They publish stuff from Europe a lot, which is nice. Okay.
Did you want to show maybe the page that you were working on last time?
I think last time I did the Superman, Absolute Superman, and I sent it already.
Oh,
It's
but
not
you
here.
is it scanned anywhere maybe?
Yeah, I scanned it.
Okay.
You can show it.
Where is it?
I have like in commissions.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Yeah, I
that
see
one.
it. Okay, so let me.
Oh, it's gonna open Photoshop because it's a TIFF file.
That's okay. I should I have a plugin that sort of previews TIFF files without. I should install it on your machine as well. Okay, let me see here.
Yeah, did you find it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull it up and show it on the screen in a moment. Okay, so this is the cover.
Yeah.
That you created, and it was during the live stream last time when you started working on it.
Yeah, I think I almost finished it in the stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna just show like it's so.
I think it was almost done during the stream itself, maybe.
Yeah, I think you had sort of the inner lighter lines, the white lines in the cape that wasn't done completely yet, and
Yeah,
some of the
maybe.
lines in the legs maybe weren't completed.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah,
I
it's very
finished
cool.
I finished it like maybe a day after, and it was only like maybe half an hour more after the stream. But I think I streamed it as well, so if you want to see it's on YouTube as well.
So you do silent streams during the day, and they're on YouTube. So if
Yeah.
anyone would like to see the rest of the process on the cover of Absolute Superman, you can find that on the YouTube channel as well.
Yeah. I think I stream all the time when I work on my comics. Almost all the time. Like every time I know I can like show the stuff that I'm working on.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I can't. And most of the time, if it's something that I own myself, I can show it. So if I know that I'm working on something that I can show, then that's the only time that I.
It's about that time.
Oh, okay.
So there we have it. All is in order now. So this frame, is this what are we looking at?
This is the second page of the second issue of Helix Sky.
Okay.
And the only reason I can stream this is that I actually still own this story, this IP.
Right.
But anyway, it's could be a bit of a spoiler, but it's not really, because it's a story that's told in a non-linear way. So
Mm-hmm.
you can see like the chronological ending, the first few pages.
Right.
And I think I did, like a few weeks ago on this stream, I did the first page and the second page, and you could see like this character falls
Yep.
on the first page.
Uh-huh. First
And
page of the first issue.
first issue, yeah.
Yeah.
And the idea here is the entire story is told in a linear not chronology, linear geography.
Right.
So there's a like camera, I don't know, view path that goes through the city,
Yeah.
and it starts in the underground and goes in a spiral. It goes up. So the first issue is completely underground.
Yeah.
So when you see this character fall, you see it from beneath this glass skylight,
Yeah.
and the camera continued to move, and then it goes back to the same location but above ground. So here it's in the ground itself, so you can see the same the same scene that you saw in the first page, but it from a different angle.
Okay. So it's like
So I think that's something that's interesting about this story. It's
geochronological.
mm-hmm.
It's cool because it sort of turns the city into the main character
Yeah,
in a way,
and it's
or
part
at least a character.
mm-hmm. And it's part of the idea.
Yeah.
The city here is very important because it's a utopia, and you can explain a lot about the society that the characters live in through architecture and their surroundings.
Yeah, just like we saw in the book in the beginning, The No Future.
Yeah, they say show don't tell.
Yeah.
So the best way to show
By the way,
the
Japanese anime is they haven't got that note yet about show don't tell.
no,
They
they
tell
got
a
it.
lot. Sometimes they tell way too much.
They got it most of the but yeah, it's true about Jujutsu Kaisen especially.
Not just Jujutsu Kaisen, especially them, but it's just constant explaining every single detail to the audience out loud.
Yeah, but part of it is to save some time because the animation costs money. If it's just people talking, like
Mm-hmm.
they don't need to do the entire animation for it because they're not moving, they're just talking.
I think that's part of it, but I don't know that it's the entire that's the only reason. It seems to be like it's very important for the Japanese creators that the audience understands exactly what they meant.
I don't think so, because
No.
if you for in Jujutsu Kaisen, for example,
Yeah.
do you think they think that people can read whatever they wrote there in the entire like description of what's
No,
the
it's not possible.
I don't think they don't think that people are able to understand everything.
It's almost like they expect you to freeze the frame and then read all the information on the screen and then continue.
Maybe they do.
Because I read English pretty fast. I don't even sometimes I sort of like photograph the paragraph and I
No,
don't
it
even
was.
read every single word. I sort of take it all in.
Mm-hmm.
But even for me, during the Jujutsu Kaisen movie in the movie theater, there was like basically less than a second to read 2 paragraphs,
Yeah.
and that just doesn't compute. If they do mean for people to later on sort of freeze frame it and read it, then okay, maybe. But it's too pushy.
But
There's too much
I don't think
information.
that they should expect people to pause the.
There's no way that, I mean, most people obviously can't do all that reading in less than a second. I think like the majority,
I
the
know.
vast majority.
I'm saying it's wrong that they expect people to stop and stop it and
Yeah.
try to read it.
I also think that it's wrong to sort of be so verbal about, yeah, they're doing more telling than it's not that they're doing more telling than showing, it's that the showing is enough. We don't need all the explanations all the time, you know.
Okay, then maybe we're not supposed to read it at all.
Then why is it there?
I don't know.
And it's not just about the reading. It's anytime anything happens, one character explains every single thing that's happening to another character, or the narrator explains it to the listener. And
Are you saying like in anime, like as a genre, or only Jujutsu Kaisen?
no, anime I find as a genre, it seems to be the case more often than not that details, rules, explanations, it's just constant. It never stops. They're constantly um, sort of going over what's happening in verbal terms. I don't think it's needed, at least not all the time.
I think maybe it's something to do with the difference between the Asian culture and the
For
Western
sure.
Western culture.
Yeah, it's 100%. I agree with that.
But I don't know what it indicates. But
It's to me, it seems
maybe
like
it indicates that they it's very important for them to be
yes,
understandable.
yeah, that's exactly what I said before. It seems to be that the Japanese creators are adamant about you understanding what they're portraying in the way that they meant for it to be understood.
Okay, so
Yeah.
why then are they doing that? Because it's not possible to understand it like this. It's not working. If
It's
that's the intention, it's obviously not working.
it's like trying so hard to do something that you push it away from you. They're doing it too much.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of what's happening, I think.
I'm not sure if the intention is actually to like to be understandable.
Not understandable, but to be precise.
Maybe to give reason for what's happening. So if you like ask a question about it, they can say, "Oh, you didn't read the line on episode 3 that said whatever."
It feels like it would be incomplete to them if they didn't spell it out for you. That kind of thing. Maybe it's like a lowest common denominator kind of thing where we need the most um, sort of clueless viewer to get every single to have a chance to understand every single thing that happens.
Yeah, but that's why what I'm saying, it's impossible to the way they do it right now. It's impossible to get all the information, and they think they know it. I don't think they.
I'm putting aside the paragraphs of text in under a second of Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm talking about something that is more sort of recurring in anime in general, which is the constant explaining of what's happening verbally.
I think the real reason for that, because I don't think it happens so much in manga. I think
Yeah.
it happens much more in anime.
Yeah.
And also in comics and manga, it makes sense to write the character's thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And in video and animation form, it's always a bit awkward. Like in movies, nobody does it at all.
Yeah.
Where there's a internal monologue going on, because it's always a bit awkward. But in comics it makes sense, right? Because
Yes.
it's harder to explain stuff in comics because things
Also,
are not moving.
Yeah.
So it's easier to make to write the characters internal monologue and what's the character is thinking in each scene, to explain a little bit more,
Yes.
to give you more information.
Yeah.
And when they take it and translate it to anime, it suddenly doesn't work as well because it looks awkward.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. I think that the lack of motion, so it's a visual medium, right? And you get images, but the lack of motion sort of opens up your perception, sort of.
Like you mean in manga and comics?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like there's the lack of motion opens it leaves a space that then thought bubbles can fill.
Yeah, and also it helps for me as a writer and creator. It helps to give pace to the reading experience. Like if you have I think a long time ago I did a lot more silent pages, like pages without speaking at all.
Yeah.
But then I realized that it's cool. Silent page works, but it actually people are seeing the art for maybe a few seconds, and that's it.
Yeah.
And if you have some captions or dialogue or even onomatopoeia, like sound effects, it slows the reading experience,
so they can enjoy the art
and
more.
it makes more time for the viewing of the artwork itself.
Yeah. Even though I haven't been reading much comics lately and I want to get back into it, I do remember though, whenever I'd land on a page that had no text on it whatsoever, I'd make a point to stop.
Yeah.
Because that signaled to me that the artist is sort of giving me breath, giving me a beat to stop and take it in.
Yeah, and it makes sense, but sadly, most of the people are not doing that.
Right.
And I think they are it's harder to make people read. Like if you, I sometimes I do action, and the storytelling works without captions at all.
Right.
You can read the scene.
Yes.
But I noticed that people don't read the scene because there's no captions or words. So they just skip on it because it looks like you don't have to read it. You just need to look at the art.
Right.
But a lot of the time you do need to read it. It's
yeah, you need to read the visual.
Yeah.
It's like route
just
reading.
something that helps pacing the reading.
Yeah.
So they do it in manga a lot. I think internal monologue happens in manga more than in Western comics. But then most of the anime we watch and most of the anime that exists is based on manga.
Yeah.
So they're taking the script written. They get a free storyboard for
Right.
animation,
Mm-hmm.
and they take the script and they use it as it is. I'm sure they make some changes, but that could create like the problem of like the narration and the internal monologue in animation. And they, so to do it they need to stop, right? Because they can't like make the characters like do a like crazy fight scene and talk at the same time.
Oh yeah, they can just watch them.
Yeah, of course, but they also like need to save some animation time, because each episode has to be like 20 minutes, 24 minutes. So they're pacing it like to make the characters do the thing and say the stuff that they need to say, but not too fast, because otherwise they won't be it won't be possible to show the entire scene that happens in a manga.
Yeah. So the first image on the first page of issue number 1 of Helix Sky,
Yeah.
we see this character falling, right? And it seems like he's falling from quite the height.
Yes.
So, I mean, it wouldn't be a big leap to surmise that this is him possibly dead on the ground.
Not possibly.
Even though falling from that height, I would have expected limbs to be less aesthetically.
Yeah, but he falls on like glass.
Right.
And I think I have here. I can show maybe the first and second double page. Is it here? Oh, I forgot I've done some other stuff between. Someone here. Commissions. Okay. It's found it. Okay.
Right.
So that's the first page, right?
Right. Yeah.
And second and third page, it's a double. So I guess like the glass breaks the fall a little bit.
Right.
But still, I don't think you're able to survive that.
So wait, did he hit the ground on that left page? And he's facing down?
No, it's from
He's still falling, or
no, it's from the
I
underground
see.
up.
Okay. Yeah, we're
You see
watching
people. Yeah, we are watching the skylight from underground, and this is the skylight from above the ground.
Right. So he, how did he not splatter?
He did.
Oh, okay.
There's blood, but I'm not into.
It's not going to be gory.
Yeah, there's blood here, and I'll add some blood, but yeah, it's not going to be
gory.
Yeah, it's not my style is not like that. So.
Yeah, we're not going to do decapitations. That's not.
Yeah, but I don't know exactly the height that he fell from. But yeah, it's gonna be, because it's the idea is that there's a like 3-dimensional city here.
There's depth to it and levels.
There's like walkways on the upper levels as well. Like the streets are not only on the ground.
Yeah.
And I thought about it today,
Yeah.
and it was hard for me to remember a story that is written on a future, like a futuristic city, that is not dystopian.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you it in a different way. Can you recall many sort of sci-fi or fantasy stories that are
Dystopian.
set not so that are set like in present time or in an alternate universe or in past times that aren't dystopian? I think there's something.
Yeah,
I think sci-fi and fantasy sort of lend themselves to dystopias much more so than just any other fiction. Because
but sometimes science fiction is in our regular world, not
yeah,
in a like a futuristic
true.
setting.
And then
Like
most,
for example, Jurassic Park.
right.
Jurassic Park is
Yeah.
not a dystopian. It's
I
the
mean,
world itself is a small world inside the
right, but
entire
you can
world.
if you like extrapolate what the company that is resurrecting the dinosaurs is doing, and you say what context does this sort of company exist in? What is the world that
Okay,
this company exists in?
okay, but
You
then
you realize that like it's a sort of metaphor for the society itself in a way.
then what you mean is that our society is dystopian, and I'm not sure it's really dystopian.
No, I don't know. I guess it depends on
Where you live in the world.
that as
If you're
well.
in North Korea, yeah, it's a dystopia.
Yeah, so to me, if there is any sort of like society on Earth at the moment that is dystopian, and we know that to be true, it sort of like broadly colors the whole culture as well. Because there is some sort of truth to you're only as good as your weakest characteristic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that like throw the baby out with the bathwater and everything's bad and there's nothing good about the world or society the way that it is. That's not true. There are many good things about society. Um,
That sounded convincing.
what you?
There are many good things
I
about
mean, there
society.
are. We're a very artistic culture. I think most of what we do and most of our energy ends up really going into the arts if you think about it, like the amount of money that's spent on creating films and games and TV shows
Yeah.
and all of the jobs and all of the cash flow that goes into that,
Mm-hmm.
which is cash is sort of, or money is sort of like the kind of energy transaction that we have.
Mm-hmm.
um yeah, there's
Revolves around
a lot
art.
of it revolves around some form of art, and I'm heaping in gaming and game design into that as well, because
Mm-hmm.
I do think that that's an art
No, but
form.
also music.
Music, entertainment,
Yeah,
movies,
movies.
theater, everything. It's just we're very artistic. So that's a very good thing about
Mm-hmm.
the society that we find ourselves in
Mm-hmm.
at this point in time, 2026. Um, yeah, and there are other things as well. I like the fact that it's acceptable to raise pets and keep cats and dogs and other animals as sort of companions. I
Okay.
like that. It there's no necessity for it to be that way. It could have been a taboo thing,
Mm-hmm.
right?
It is a taboo in some
In
cultures.
some cultures, but overall, at least the sort of quote unquote Western culture is very sort of embraces interspecies relationships.
Okay, so basically Jurassic Park is based on this world that you're describing now.
Our world,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you can tell that it's
And it's
more or less based on
Yeah, it's
It could.
exactly
I
our
think. I
world.
think
It's not
that like
something else.
technologically, we're not that far off from being able to achieve what they did in Jurassic Park. We've
Uh,
cloned a sheep
yeah,
already.
yeah,
They've
but it's
cloned
a
humans already.
yeah, but it's a ship. It's something that exists.
Yeah, I
And
mean that's
by
why
the way, they didn't do it successfully, I think, yet.
I think the sheep was cloned successfully.
No, the ship lived only like 3 months or I don't know, 3 years. Very short
Well, we need to check what
period of
the
time.
shawarma situation was because maybe they were getting hungry.
No, it died because it wasn't to the.
Yeah, it wasn't healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that I might be not remembering correctly, but I think that in China they also did experiments with human cloning. Maybe
Yeah, maybe.
is that not?
Yeah, I think so. Sounds true.
I started typing, "Has China cloned humans?"
Oh no.
and I I inadvertently typed, "Has China cloned hummus?" Okay, no, China has not officially cloned a human being. Okay, officially. While Chinese scientist He Jiankui was condemned for creating the world's first gene-edited babies using CRISPR technology in 2018, resulting in 3 children, this is distinct from reproductive cloning. So it says that officially it hasn't happened, but yeah, the sort of primary scientist in China that is working on genetics and CRISPR technology did produce 3 children
Produce.
um, with a edited genetic library.
But we do it like uh, people do it like it's not something new.
What do you mean?
They it you do like tests to find if the baby has some any kind of defects, and they terminate the pregnancy if they found any
I don't
if
I
they
don't think that
find
that's the
anything.
same as like eugenics. Maybe it's a
It's not
very very watered down.
it's not the same as eugenics, but it's sort of like controlling the
I
genetics
think
in some way.
there's a difference between selecting for something and stopping suffering from happening.
I'm not saying it's a wrong thing, but I'm
Hmm.
saying we do have some genetic editing done
Oh yeah, for sure.
already.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a thing that happens. We do it in some form at the moment, but it,
So basically, we were talking about utopias and dystopias again,
yeah, yeah.
and we found out that some science fiction are the stories happen in our world,
Yeah,
and it's not a dystopia.
it's not a dystopia, I don't think. I mean,
And
again,
sometime and most of the other time, it's a dystopia in science fiction stories.
most of yeah.
I think in most stories, like Alien, Predator,
I mean, how
Blade
is
Blade
Alien?
Runner,
I'll ask you this question: how is the world of Aliens for Alien
Dune.
or Dune for that matter? Well, let's put Dune aside for the moment. But how is the world of Alien more dystopic than our world? I don't think it's more
Yeah,
dystopic
it's
than
more
our world.
dystopic. It's like
Why?
because the corporation
But
there they have like much more control than now. Like
I don't know. I don't know if you've been following all of the
no,
Open
it's
AI slash Google slash Meta slash whatever sort of crazy.
yeah. In Alien, you sell your life for the corporation. They can do anything they want
That
with you.
happens right now on Earth as
No,
well
it's not the same. It's not.
in different countries
I'm
maybe.
not saying it's we're in like a perfect society at all. It's not something I'm
Yeah.
trying to say, but I'm saying it's much different than dystopian alien stories.
I don't think we're that far off from the society in Alien, actually. I think if you look at the evolution of what corporations do, then the sort of natural progression is the next step is to have corporations that are sort of like Weyland-Yutani.
Maybe it's the next step, but it didn't really happen yet.
Mm. It's sort of like saying I just had my 11th birthday, but I might never be 12.
No,
It's true, you might
it's
never
not.
be 12, but that's the next age if you
No,
keep on living.
it's not. It's not like that. It's not true. It's not. It's a simplistic way of seeing that. It's not.
It's an overview. It's meant to be an overview though, because basically this sort of corporate lobbying body that inserts itself into every facet of people's lives and becomes this metastasizing entity that is basically out of control, sort of like cancer cells, and it just consumes everything that it finds and turns it into more of itself.
What are you talking?
I'm talking about like the mega corporations in sci-fi. The Weyland-Yutanis.
In sci-fi or in the real world?
That's exactly my point. See, you didn't know which one I was talking about, so they might not be that different after all.
No, it's because I know that you think like that. It's not because I think that as well.
Hmm.
That's the reason I knew I asked you that.
I think that like the Metas and the Amazons and the Googles are in grave danger of becoming that type of corporation.
Okay, but we're not. I don't think we're living in a dystopia.
No, I don't
yet.
think so either. No. But it's gonna take a miracle for us to be. I think
to be living in a utopia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's
impossible.
It'd take more than a miracle. I think it would take the utter changing of the underlying structure of humanity. It would have to change through and through.
Yeah, that's true.
And that takes a long time. I mean, it does happen over time, but it's not anything that we're going to be seeing
sometimes it does happen fast, but only after like something like a big catastrophe, like a war or like revolution.
But we've had those before.
Yeah, and things changed after revolutions.
But they change a little bit incrementally over time.
No, in the French Revolution, things really changed after that.
Yeah.
And in the USSR.
What do you think? What do you think might change the next time? Sort of the wheel spins and you know.
Next time,
fate changes humanity's trajectory.
I think that the actual real problem, like the most big problem that we have, is inequality. Okay. Like a very profound and deep inequality between people.
Right.
And it's it seems like we have equality because we live in if you live in a democracy, you can feel like there's an equality because you can like choose the government.
Right.
And I don't mean inequality in the way that is anti-democratic or anything, but I mean inequality in the economical system more than in the political system.
Yeah.
Because we do have some sort of equality in the political system.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not perfect, but
it depends where as well. So
yeah, of course. But
there's so many places on Earth that
I'm talking about the Western Western world in general. So democracy is based on equality ideas, and it does work more or less. But the problem is we live in a society in the West that is based on capitalism,
Yes.
and capitalism is unequal. Is not equal.
Unegalitarian, maybe.
So the simplest example for that is like if you're born to a rich family, you don't have to work a single day in your life.
Yes.
And if you're born to a poor family, you might not be able to get to the same goals, to achieve your goals
Right.
as the person next to you. And that's like basic inequalities issues that we have in the entire Western.
There's also not equality amongst the Western nations.
Yeah.
So even on a global, even in this like sort
that's
of,
not fair as well. If you you can't control where you're born,
yes,
right?
exactly.
And it's not your fault that you're born in, I don't know, a poor country. And you can be born in a rich country and like, okay, you have good luck. That's not fair.
Yes.
Luck is not supposed to be something that is controlling so much of your future.
But there's some subtlety here. It's not exactly, because I'm trying to draw parallels with nature, right? Because it interests me how far human society, the structure of it, has deviated from what is more natural. And so I try to think about animals, let's say. Is there fairness and equality amongst animals? No, it doesn't exist.
Okay.
So there's sort of like the luck of the draw is, it seems to be an underlying aspect of the reality that we find ourselves
No,
in.
it's not a good comparison.
It's like saying I was born whatever, a lemur instead of a snake or a bear, and it's not fair. I didn't choose to be a lemur. You know what I mean? It's basically the same. If you're born as prey animal or as a predator, an apex predator, for instance.
But we're only talking about things that are possible to change, and you can't change the rules of nature.
No,
you can
okay,
change
that's exactly what I'm saying. Maybe it is the way it is because these are the rules of nature.
But then you could say we could be living in a society that's based on the survival of the fittest, and it goes back to the eugenics and stuff like that.
But
like the strongest are more have more weight than the weakest.
Right. So I think humanity has sort of changed that equation a little bit. It's not just the strongest.
Change it a lot.
It's the strongest still, but it's more so like the mentally and emotionally strongest. And
no, it's the fittest, but it's not the strongest.
Right.
It's the people that are most suitable for the capitalistic societies are succeeding
at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not actually completely true, because there are people who are like great artists that are successful, and there are people who are great scientists that are successful. But if you measure success in monetary terms, then yeah, it's only about if your
art style is not sort of marketable, you could be really good at what you're doing, but you won't make any money off of it, and then no one will know who you are, and you'll be poor. Maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
But it has to sort of fit in with the system in some way, right? Or be reproducible, be sellable.
Yeah. It's always hard to do characters that are so small on the page.
Yeah, you're using the fine tip now, right?
Oh, by the way, we have a we've done a YouTube video about tools and streaming
Equipment,
equipment,
right? Two
and
different
it's gonna,
videos.
yeah. So the first one is gonna be available tonight at 8:30, I think.
Yeah, EST.
Yeah, which is right after this.
Half an hour after the live stream ends today. Is it going to be the one about streaming or about
Yeah, streaming first.
Right. Okay. So that's going to be available half an hour after today's live stream ends.
Yeah, so it's just like a short description of my streaming equipment.
Right.
Like I'm explaining everything I have here, like the cameras, the lights, and everything I use to do these streams.
Mm-hmm.
And we also recorded another one, which
Yeah.
is more about
The tools that
the
you use
tools.
every day. So the dip pens and inks and different types of colors and every kind of device that you use.
And by the way, I thought about it that I forgot to talk about paper.
Yes.
So we need to do another one.
Oh, that's going to be very contentious.
Yeah.
I mean, the subject is so wrought already, right?
Yeah, okay.
It is, though.
Yeah. The paper I use now is pretty good. So, but it's hard to find here.
Yes.
I thought about maybe doing like another one with paper, and maybe I can show on the other one like
Exactly what happens with different types
yeah,
of
with the
textures,
tools, like
with the
the
bleeding
textures
or
and
the
bleeding,
scraping, and
yeah, and maybe that way I can also show, because I talked a lot about like the tools I'm using, but I didn't show,
Mm-hmm.
and we just talked about show don't tell.
Yeah, we can do definitely we can do a side by side of inking on different surfaces,
Yeah,
and you can talk a little bit about the type of paper that you like to work on and what the attributes are that are best for inking.
yeah. So maybe I'll do it for the next one, but tonight the one about the streaming tool is gonna be available,
Mm-hmm.
and next week the drawing tools.
So if anyone is interested in the equipment that you might use to light, record, live stream, cameras, LEDs, armature for holding everything sort of in the position that you require it to be in.
Armature?
Yeah, these sort of you have these devices here that you can turn and
Oh, you mean,
lengthen and
yeah, sure.
contract. So just that
I
holds
think
everything in
it comes
place.
from photography equipment.
Yeah. There are a lot of lights above you right now.
And none of them
None of them are on because
on.
you're working on the light table. But you have, as I count them, 1, 2, 3. Let me see. Should be
I
more
think
than
only
3.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so the magnifying glass has its own lighting
Yeah.
that you can turn on or off. And then there's another 4. There's 2 ring lights, 1 soft light, and an LED array.
Yeah.
It's a lot of equipment, but actually you set this workspace up really quickly. I think it was all
I
up
think,
within a few days.
yeah, because it's easy to do that. It's easy like to set it up completely when you have like only new stuff,
Right.
and it's harder to do it like if you need to fit something to something that already exists. It's going to be harder.
Yeah, even though this is pretty modular.
Yeah, I think the gear that is targeted to cameramen
Yeah.
is basically it's the idea is to be like the most amount of modularity
Yes.
to it,
Yeah.
because they use it for all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about maybe buying a camera. Uh, I talked about it a bit about in the stream.
Mm-hmm.
In the stream, I said that I have a friend who's a semi-professional photographer. That's the way I chose to describe him.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you ask him, is not he wouldn't say he's a professional. He would say he's a total amateur, but that's just his style.
Mm-hmm.
So he actually says that for people who are not like professional photographers, and for me, for example, I don't really need to use the camera, all the different features of the camera itself,
Yeah.
because I'm only like doing the stream.
Mm-hmm.
And in the stream, it's basically set up in a way that's everything's supposed to be automatic.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to control the light, the amount of light that the sensors are reading, and you're not supposed to play with the focus or anything like that.
Yeah, not manually at least.
It has to be happening automatically.
Mm-hmm.
So the conclusion that he made is that it's better to use, if you have like a phone that it's pretty new,
Mm-hmm.
I guess from the last 5 or so years.
It's better to use just the
It's better
phone.
to use a phone and just like use an app to connect it to whatever streaming service you're using.
Yeah, I didn't even know that that was possible. I guess I never thought about it before.
What?
Just using an old or a phone that you're not a backup phone basically,
Mm-hmm.
and having it stationed and hooked up.
Oh yeah, I use it all the time.
Yeah.
That's the what you're seeing right now, actually.
Yeah.
So the problem is, you see, like when there's too much light from underneath, there's these waves
Banding. Yeah.
banding, and if I block the light,
It's
it's
self-correct.
okay. So that's the automatic exposure thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I also think it has something to do with like the frequency of the LED.
No, because it happens on this and on this. It doesn't matter. You see, it's the same.
Mm.
It doesn't matter. It's because the light comes from a. And if I do this and maybe open the other light,
It'll correct.
it needs more light, because this is a very strong like
Yeah.
light that comes. But you see, it's kind. And if I'll block maybe just a little bit of it, or
Yeah,
like
half
this.
of it. It suddenly switches
No,
to
the problem is, yeah, it's changing the like the
refresh rate or something.
not the refresh rate, the exposure.
But why is it banding though? Here, yeah, it just stopped when you turn that off.
Because of the it's it senses there's a lot of light,
Hmm.
so it closes the. It's not exactly like traditional photography, so I don't really know how to explain what's happening exactly in the phone itself, but it's a computer, so but
Yeah.
it has some sensors,
Right.
and when there's too much light that comes like right in front of the
Lens.
of
It
the
goes
lens,
haywire.
yeah. I'm sure there's a way to correct it, but I didn't
It's, by the way, it's
find
doing it
time.
on the camera that is filming your head camera at the moment. There's banding. See?
Yeah. And yeah, you see it's changing from like the amount of light. Let's try to give it more light.
No.
No, it doesn't.
Now both of them are banding. Interesting.
But if I'll turn this off, you see it's off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it has something to do with the light facing.
Yeah.
I think this camera is now, your head cam is now banding because of. Wait, which light is it? I don't
No,
know.
now there's nothing on.
But
There's
it's still
nothing on.
doing it though. Strange.
Yeah, it's I'm relying on like not the best like camera equipment, but I don't know, it's like I thought about maybe I might buy like a camera, like more like a Canon or something like that, like a better.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure it's gonna be better. I think the logical thing to do is maybe buy a new phone
And then
and
use your
my
current phone
yeah
as the drawing phone cam.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I finished the characters. Now I'm gonna do the blacks. I like this pen. I started using it more recently.
What is it?
Because it's I think I all
Felt tip?
Yeah, it's felt tip. It's Sakura fine brush, Pigma fine brush. Because it's very fine, so it's good for the small corners.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also, if you press
It's
a little bit
flexible.
harder, it's flexible.
Which, so it's a Sakura?
Yeah, Pigma fine brush. But it's not a brush. It doesn't have like hairs. It's a felt.
Mm-hmm.
But you see that I'm doing like only the corners.
The corners. Mm-hmm.
Because the corners are gonna be hard to reach with a wider tool. The wider tool that I'm gonna use afterwards is probably the Molotov 1mm pen. So I'm going from thin to thick in the blacks, but in the whites, my process is kind of not like that. I'm doing the characters first, and I'm working like from the upper left to the lower right, just because I don't want my hand to smudge the stuff that I drew already.
Right.
Not for any other reason than that. So we have some sky here, and I do have some blacks.
A little bit.
Yeah, here in the. I use blacks mostly to for compositional reasons,
Mm-hmm.
but it also helps to like guide the eye
Yeah.
and like see, like guide the reader for the thing I want to be more important, which is for this, for example, it's the character here.
Yeah, so all of the sort of big black regions are pointing towards, but that's something that comes with the perspective, right?
What do you mean?
So you have the areas that are going to be blacked out.
Yeah. So I'm saying that for this, for example, I'm doing the blacks only on the character, which is the like
In the middle.
in the, yeah, it's like one of the main character, and I want people to notice her.
Right.
And this one, which is gonna be talking as well here. So these two are gonna have some blacks.
Mm-hmm.
And the other ones, no, I'm not gonna do any blacks here. But
Yeah.
here for the main character here, for the body here,
Yeah.
I'm also gonna do some blacks. Blood. You asked for blood, didn't you?
I asked for decapitation
No,
and dismemberment,
no.
disemboweling.
Do you think we're gonna be demonetized on YouTube?
I think that at the moment it doesn't really matter because we haven't really built up a big enough audience for that to be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
But we're working on it. We're working on getting big enough to be demonetized.
So you can use all the curse words you want right now because we don't have a big audience.
Shoot. Darn. Fudge.
Very Canadian.
Canadian, eh? The weather has been insane.
Oh yeah.
It's been, I think today was the first day in the past 3 days or so in which it stopped snowing for a period of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We only had, I think, 15 to 20-minute breaks from the blizzard over the past 3 days
No,
until today.
the blizzard happened like it was like a day.
Yeah,
like
full
from
24 hours, maybe
yeah,
even
full
more,
24 hours.
possibly. But the snow had piled up so much outside that cars were sort of 75% covered,
Mm-hmm.
almost completely covered in snow that
Yeah.
were parked outside. And the balcony that we have here, I think we got maybe 50 centimeters
Mm-hmm.
of snow, like half a meter high in some places, piled up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been cold as well, so the snow isn't melting so far.
Polar vortex.
They're saying, yeah, that this a few years ago someone used the term polar vortex, and now everyone is acting as if it always existed.
Do you think so? It's actually a few years ago.
I think it's only, yeah, within
Yeah.
the past like 8 years, I think. Otherwise,
You can check.
maybe
Actually.
this is like the Mandela effect and I merged into a different universe or something, but
You
I've
know,
never heard it before.
I'm guessing it's from the 70s.
No.
That's my guess. Did you found anything?
It auto-corrected me in a very strange way.
To what?
Let me see here. Okay, so it says that it only entered into common popular usage in weather forecasting during the 2013 to 2014 winter season.
Okay, but when was it invented? Like the term? Like as a
It was
term?
first described in scientific literature as early as 1853,
Okay.
but it wasn't used in common popular usage in weather forecasting until 2013. So they didn't invent the term, but no one had been using that
Yeah.
verbiage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a little bit longer than I was saying, like 8, 9 years, a little bit longer, but not that much longer, 10, 12 years. And then they started talking about the polar vortex, which basically just means it's cold.
Oh, it does have an explanation. Yeah, I think it does look like a vortex. It's a shape, right?
I think most weather is a shape.
Everything is a shape.
Yeah, a polar vortex is a large area of low pressure and cold rotating air
Yeah, it's
surrounding both of
rotating.
Earth's poles,
It's
which
rotating.
strengthens in winter and weakens in summer. So it's sort of like a huge tornado or something.
Of pressure.
Right. It consists of strong band of westerly winds that typically keeps cold Arctic air locked in the far north. When this vortex weakens, it can become unstable, allowing the frigid air to break off and plunge southward, bringing extreme cold to the United States, Canada, and other mid-latitude regions. Is Canada considered a mid-latitude region?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I thought it was more of a northern region.
No, Europe is northern. It's more north than here,
Considered
I think.
mid-latitude. Canada is generally considered high latitude country. So why did they? Yeah, that's what I thought. But
Why did they say?
yeah, I guess AI is sort of
Oh, it
sketchy.
was
It
AI.
was the Google automated answers, like the AI thing.
Yeah, Google's Gemini is not. Yeah,
It's actually not that bad for simple things, but I don't think it has the at the moment the capacity that ChatGPT
no,
has yet.
Gemini, no.
No.
I tried using it because it's easier if I need to do something from that I need my emails for, like to search my emails or like make a list for my stuff that I have only in my emails. It's hard to do from ChatGPT
Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't have access. But Gemini does have access to your email if you let it.
Mm.
So it's easier to do that, but that's the only thing that works properly. Everything else works like not as good as ChatGPT. It's so funny how we got used to it so fast.
Used to ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And AI as
I
well.
almost feel like, okay, when is the next iteration coming out? Like
I think it's coming out all the time, like
I don't mean the next iteration of
of
ChatGPT. No, I
ChatGPT,
mean like
AI
yeah,
as a whole.
when's the next sort of big
Fast because
change gonna happen? I think
things are
probably in the next
moving very
I
fast
think
now.
probably within the next year or two, we'll already have full on AI agents.
Agents? What do you mean agents?
Sort of I could have like an AI assistant or an
You can
AI.
have an AI assistant now.
No, but it would be more agentic, more like uh, proactive, I guess, is a way of describing it. It wouldn't just remind you of things; it would sort of handle things as well. That
Like
you
in the movie Her.
sort of, yeah, more like that. I think that we probably within two, yeah, I'm gonna say 2 to 3 years, not one to 2 years, we're gonna see the start of that at least happening. Or
I think we were already seeing the start of that.
do you think many people use AI as like a full-on assistant, or
I use AI as a full-on assistant.
do you?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you an example. I got an email today about um, that I. By the way, it's I'm gonna be in C2E2, so that's maybe it's a scoop or news or
Yeah, in Chicago.
yeah.
March. Is it the end of March or?
Yeah, at the end of March.
Mhm.
So if you want commissions and you're gonna be there,
Contact Tatiana.
yeah.
All right. Let me grab Tatiana's email.
So I got an email from them, and it was like so long. I don't know if anybody reads it. With all the rules and everything that you need to know. And so for this, for example, it's the best thing to use ChatGPT for. You just copy and paste the email and ask for the key important things that you need to know, right?
Mm-hmm. And it summarizes things for you?
Yeah. It's funny because they use ChatGPT to write the stuff.
It's
And then
gonna just cut out the middleman and have computers deal with each other.
Exactly, it's funny.
I think
they use ChatGPT to write it, and I use ChatGPT to read it.
and you use ChatGPT to reply.
Yeah.
And before you know it, they're just gonna have their own world doing all these things that we're gonna end up forgetting what they were even.
Mm-hmm.
So Tatiana, if you're interested in commissions for C2E2 in March, either picking them up or having them done during that time frame, you can contact Tatiana on her email, and I'm gonna put that up for you in a second. Let me just grab the mail.
Yeah, it's my first time. Have I been to Chicago before? I don't think so. So it's gonna be my first time in Chicago.
Yeah,
right?
I was a child when we visited Chicago.
Oh, maybe yeah, I was there when I was a child. Yeah.
Okay.
As well.
So
but yeah, not recently.
This is Tatiana's email address. Right here, you can see it on the left side of the screen. tdartsales, one word, @gmail.com. If you're interested in commissions, contact Tatiana.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna be in just a few days before that in Toronto Comic Con.
Mm-hmm. Is there going to be a break in between the two cons?
I think Toronto Comic Con is 20. I think it's the weekend before that.
Okay, so like a full week before.
Yeah. But I'm not sure. But anyway.
Yeah, so it says March 20th to 22nd is Toronto Comic Con.
Okay, so it's a few weeks before, or is it?
No, I think just so 20th. Let me see here. March. So 20th is Toronto Comic Con, and then did I say 20th or 22nd? No, it is 20th to the 22nd. So that's the weekend a week before Chicago.
A week before, okay.
Yeah, because Chicago happens on the 29th, right? 30th, 31st?
I don't remember.
Okay. I think so.
But it's during the weekend, so
yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about things that ChatGPT helps me with.
Right.
And that's like the most I think I use it for. And the next thing is like checking my English because
Mm-hmm.
it's not my first language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I make mistakes. But you say that ChatGPT makes mistakes as well. So
ChatGPT makes a different kind of mistake.
like mistakes that are things that it's interesting because it's based on all the information on the web, right?
Yes, but
So people make mistakes when they
yes,
write.
yeah.
So
But it's
how
not
comes there are no more mistakes
because I
actually
think
than
they tell it so it learns what's correct and what's incorrect. It has like a library of correct texts, and then it sort of checks the database against that. It's not just information from the web. There's,
yeah
correct
yeah it makes sense
databases
yeah.
and there's all kinds of anchors going on and
But I'm sure the most amount of information it has is from the web, and it's not like um, curated at
hmm,
all. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like it.
yeah. No, I don't think it's curated. I think there's like a
If you say it's based on like it has
so I'll give you an example.
information that is for sure correct, then
Yeah, I'll give you an example. So if there's a database of scientific papers
Mhm,
before they they had begun being written by AI itself,
mhm,
but there's a database of like scientific papers. So there's way less mistakes in those papers at
mhm.
grammatically and punctuation wise and spelling wise
Okay,
than there would be in sort of like the
but still,
internet in general
yeah,
at
but still
large.
there are.
Yes, but then you can so then you have a delta, right? You can measure against something that's more correct. You can automatically infer what is correct and what isn't correct if you have that delta.
Mhm.
So it has been an hour and a half. At this point, we usually turn the light table off and show the progress during the past hour and a half.
Okay, really?
Yeah, it's been an hour and 33 minutes.
I'll just finish here the blacks here. Okay. I actually just finished the all the marking for the corners of the blacks,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I have just the doing the blacks themselves.
It's so cool looking at it like this because it's almost like I'm seeing an echo of the image. It's like echolocation.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting some edges, but you're not getting all the lines. You're getting some sort of silhouette, but
Mm-hmm.
your brain sort of fills in the blanks.
Yeah.
It's like looking at a depth map a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool.
Yeah, because
Yes.
this information is more important than whatever happens here because
Right. Yeah. It's
it's the
giving
the
it's
tip
giving
of
you
it.
the sort of angle that the arm is at and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of delineation. It's very cool. Wow, I like that. Yeah.
And so I have like here the I need to finish all
The background,
the
yeah.
blacks here, and then yeah
All the
this is gonna be
architecture.
very detailed in the background, the city itself,
Hmm.
and here it's gonna be without any textures, only the like jagged lines that indicate like the glass is broken here,
Yeah.
and this is gonna be very detailed, and yeah, I guess
Okay,
that's it.
so we're going to sign off for today. I just want to remind anyone that's interested that in half an hour, the video explaining your streaming setup is going up. It's a 17-minute video. If you're interested, check that out. And then is it next week that the other video
Yeah,
is going
next
up?
week the same time.
Yeah, so next week,
After the stream.
in exactly 7 days, we're going to be uploading the second video. It's going to be available, which is about the tools that you use every day
Yeah. And I think the week after that we'll do the, maybe I can film it alone because I can use like the setting for this, like to draw and show the
Yeah.
I'll talk about paper and a little bit about tools. Maybe I'll do some examples with the tools.
Very cool. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah.